Hank, Mom's fine. I still have my meds. You're busy with work. Don't worry about me. Make sure you eat well.
When will these days ever come to an end?
User meets binding criteria, long-term exploitation, and deep-seated resentment. Activating Slacker fortune system. 10%, 50%, 100%, binding successful.
I must be hallucinating from all this overtime. Just try it for 5 minutes. I won't get caught. What if it's real?
Slacked for 5 minutes. Calculating reward.
It's real. It's actually real. $500 in 5 minutes.
Henry, you're having a pretty chill time at work. Finish the reports? Still have time for this?
Gotta balance work and rest. Makes me more efficient. Aren't you on your phone too, Jack?
Henry Walker, go down to Starbucks and get an Americano. Light ice. Hurry up.
Special mission triggered. Stand up to unreasonable demands. Refuse the errand. And state your stance clearly. Completion reward. Slacker earnings ×2. Lasts for 24 hours. Penalty for backing down. All daily rewards deducted.
Manager Fox. I'm an employee in the tech department. My job responsibilities do not include running personal errands to buy coffee for superiors.
Just do what you are told. Cut the crap. Do you want to keep your job?
I want to do my actual job. If you want coffee, you can order delivery or get it yourself. My time should be spent on work matters.
You've got some nerve. Your bonus this month. Do you still want it?
My bonus should be based on my work results, not on whether I buy coffee for you. If there's nothing else, I'll get back to work.
Mission complete. Pushback successful. Reward multiplier activated. Continuous slacking for 60 minutes. Immersive slacking achievement unlocked. Reward multiplier upgraded to 3 times. Valid until the end of the workday.
60 minutes base $6,000 times 3, $18,000. Plus what I had before. That's tens of thousands of dollars.
Hank, I got the money. Why did you send so much? Have you been working crazy overtime again? My treatment can wait. You really need to take care of yourself.
Mom, please don't worry. I won't ever have to work myself to the bone again. Our good days are just beginning.
The department's vibe has been awful lately. Some people do their jobs half-heartedly, talk back to superiors, and have a terrible attitude. They are a bad apple. Henry, I am talking about you. Yesterday's report was full of errors. I asked you to get coffee, and you made excuses. Have you no respect for the rules?
Manager Fox, what's wrong with the report? Please be specific. I'll fix it right now.
How dare you talk back? What is with that attitude?
Detected public suppression and baseless accusations.
Public suppression mode, counterattack mode, trigger, suggestion. Publicly do activities unrelated to the meeting suggestion. Publicly do activities and baseless accusations. Reward. Slacker earnings ×3 reward. Slacker earnings ×3. Lasts until this conflict ends. Unrelated to the meeting risk. May escalate the conflict.
Henry, what are you doing? You are completely out of control. Get out of here.
Go ahead, I'm listening. Anyway, what you're saying isn't about my work.
Bonus level reach. Public slacking unlocked. Bonus reach. Public slacking unlocked. Reward. Reward multiplier times 3 reward multiplier times 3 stats. An active reward multiplier times 3 stats inactive. Current total times 9. Current total multiplier times.
Meeting's over! Back to work! Just you wait your way!
This one. From the system and me, to myself, my first gift.
Henry, got a new phone? The latest model. Cost a few grand, huh? But looking at the color and texture, could it be a cheap knockoff? Don't just to save face, go buy a fake.
Jack, you really know your phones.
You bet. Let me tell you, this phone.
You guys chat. I'm off.
Daily slacking time accumulating. Income steady. Special challenge mission issued. This afternoon, in Department Manager Linda Fox's office. On the sofa, complete at least 30 minutes of continuous napping. Mission reward. Base slacking income times 10. Upon completion, unlock 1 penalty exemption. Failure penalty. Freeze system functions for 72 hours.
Sleeping in Linda Fox's office? That's just...
I am heading out to see a client. About 2 hours. Stay sharp and get to work.
high risk, high reward, and a penalty exemption as a safety net. I'm in.
Suicide mission timer started. Please remain asleep or rest with your eyes closed. Reckless mission progress. 30 minutes. Mission complete. Calculating reward.
Cheapskate client! What a waste of time! Came for nothing! Henry Walker, what are you doing in my office? Sleeping on my sofa!
Manager Fox, I saw your office was empty, so I just borrowed it to rest. Borrowed it?
Do you think this is your home? This is outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. You right now! Get the hell out of here! You are fired! Get out!
Termination crisis detected. Mission reward available. One-time penalty exemption. Use now?
Use it.
Privilege activated. Valid defense generated. And sent to relevant departments.
Hello, Manager Fox. Regarding your department's action against Henry Walker, we've reviewed his behavior. It is not a severe violation to warrant termination. Please mind your management style. Details are in the email.
Wait, what? Hello?
Manager Fox, if there's nothing else, I'll get going. Used my privilege. Pissed her off completely too, but totally worth it.
Total slacking time, 15 hours and 37 minutes. To reach 20 hours, 4 hours and 23 minutes remaining. Total account earnings, $89,425.
That was satisfying.
Thanks.
On her desk, there's your resume copy, covered in red circles. Before she left today, she made some calls. Mentioned a background check.
Thanks for the heads up.
No problem. I've been sick of her for ages. Be careful.
Background check. Letter check. The system will handle it. Source of funds. Olivia's right. I need to be careful. And tougher.
Accumulated slacking time, 19 hours and 58 minutes. New skill unlocked, workplace counter logic. When facing unfair workplace accusations, it automatically builds an optimal counter logic chain to strike right at the core.
Perfect time.
Yesterday afternoon, without the company's permission, you left your workstation. This seriously violates our attendance policy. Your perfect attendance bonus and performance pay are revoked. Submit a written apology to me tomorrow.
You accuse me of leaving without permission. Yesterday afternoon. What was the exact time frame? Can we pull up the footage? Besides, when I left my desk, was it for personal business or to handle tasks you assigned me that required stepping away? If it's the latter, do you need the work results?
Your attitude is terrible. I'll deduct it if I want to.
First, the Employee Handbook. Chapter 3, Article 5, states deducting performance or perfect attendance requires facts of the violation and time evidence. What you're saying right now doesn't follow the proper process. Second, all the work I did yesterday was submitted in the system on time, checked in on time, and is trackable. If there are any delays or mistakes, please point them out based on the actual work results. Third, if you just act on personal bias and bypass workflow to arbitrarily punish employees, that's suspected abuse of power. I will consider reporting to HR or higher management to maintain our company's fair management environment. Of course, if Manager Fox is willing to take back that unreasonable rule, I can pretend none of this ever happened. We can do everything according to normal company procedures. How about it?
You... Fine! Just fine! Just you wait.
Skill effectively deployed. Unfair suppression neutralized. Reward. Extra slacking time 2 hours.
This peace and quiet feels great.
Yesterday's slacking earnings settled. $128,700. Continuous slacking bonus added. Total earnings have surpassed $500,000.
The money in my account is enough to afford a pretty nice car. Time to upgrade my ride. I'll check it out tomorrow. This is it. Not to show off. It's a tool. And the start of a new chapter.
Mr. Walker, the paperwork is all set. You can drive it away now.
There's a new convertible downstairs. Whose is it? You're right. Which manager got a new ride?
Haven't heard a thing. The plates look new too.
Manager Fox, did you hear? That kid Henry drove a convertible to work today.
Parked right downstairs.
A convertible! Him! With his measly salary? His family is dead broke. Unless...
Exactly. That money is definitely dirty. Maybe he embezzled company resources. or is doing something shady on the side.
Everyone, stop what you are doing for a second. In our department, there have been some highly abnormal behaviors lately. Some people ignore the rules, talk back to their superiors, and their spending has suddenly skyrocketed. Driving luxury cars that clearly don't match their income, just to show off. Henry, why don't you tell us? Where did the money for your car come from? Did you abuse your position to steal from the company? Right here in front of everyone. You need to explain yourself.
Malicious slander detected, along with public accusations, triggering fund source clarification protocol. A complete set of compliant investment profit proof chains has been generated, ready for immediate access. Suggest presenting it publicly, to completely crush the doubts.
Manager Fox, you accuse me of harming the company. That is a very serious allegation. Please be cautious. As for the funds for my car, the source is completely legal. It comes from my personal time spent investing in the stock market, yielding legitimate returns. I have all the tax records and bank statements to prove it. If you or the company have any doubts, I'm ready to cooperate anytime and provide all original documents. You are also welcome to verify with tax and regulatory authorities. On the contrary, Manager Fox, without a single shred of evidence, based solely on your own speculation, you publicly made targeted accusations of embezzlement and harming company interests against me. This borders on defamation and has severely damaged my personal reputation. According to the law, I reserve the right to pursue legal action against you.
Don't change the subject, Henry. Since you claim it is from investments, do you dare to get your bank statements? Print them all out and show everyone. Is every penny really clean? Who knows if you're using some other accounts to receive dirty money?
Of course I can, Manager Fox. But according to the Personal Information Protection Law and company policy, personal bank statements are considered sensitive info. Without a valid legal reason and a formal procedure, no one has the right to ask me to make them public. Unless you can issue a formal investigation letter in the company's name stating the reasons, signed by me to show my consent, and conducted under the supervision of the legal and HR departments. Do you want to apply for this procedure?
Detected the opponent is trying to cause trouble. Providing strategy, retreat to advance. Partially disclose. Counterattack, generated specified timeframes, dedicated investment account simplified statement.
But, to clear up everyone's baseless suspicions, I can show partial info. This is the account I use for my stock investments for the past 3 months. Here's the statement summary, the transaction records, and tax records. All three can be cross-checked. Manager Fox, you're an experienced leader. Look at this process. Any problems with it? By the way, speaking of accounts and reimbursements, Ms. Fox, last week, you had me expedite that VIP client's hospitality expense reimbursement. Seems there's an issue with the receipt? That restaurant, around that time, was apparently caught by the IRS issuing fake receipts. Do you want me to carefully audit it for you again? So a future audit won't find issues and implicate you.
Number? No need. Watch your back.
I'm screwed. Manager Fox really lost face this time. Looks like she can't push him around anymore. The luxury car is real, and there's nothing wrong with his money. I used to give him such a hard time. I'm dead. If he holds a grudge, what if he makes my life miserable? No way! I gotta get on his good side, fast. You can't be mean to a guy who's smiling. Henry, taking a break? I got you a bubble tea. It's their signature. Lots of toppings. Want to try?
Thanks. No need. I drink coffee.
Henry, look, before, I was completely blind. I said a lot of dumb things. You're the bigger person here. Please don't hold it against me. From now on, at work, if you ever need anything at all, just give the word. I may not be good at much, but running errands and getting intel, that's my specialty. From now on at work, I'll follow your lead.
We're all coworkers here. Just focus on your work. Nobody's following anybody's lead. Take the tea back. Don't waste it.
Talk about a 180. He used to trash him the hardest.
Exactly. Henry's response was spot on. Didn't take the bait, but kept it civil.
I'll have a bottle of XO.
Hello, that comes to $1,174. Transfer or scan?
Scan.
Hello, please keep my bottle for me.
Sure.
Luke! Henry? You're here alone, ordering such an expensive bottle.
Just having a drink. Care to join?
No thanks. I gotta run. See you at work tomorrow.
Today's slacking profit is $15,600. Total accumulated profit has exceeded $800,000.
Henry Walker embarrassed me in public. He's an opportunist, like Jack is kissing up to him. I can't let this go on. If I can't beat him openly, I'll do it secretly.
Henry, this quarter's support data and in-depth analysis report. The chairman wants to see it personally. It is very urgent. It was supposed to take 2 weeks. But the higher-ups are pushing for it. They need the first draft by the end of the day this Friday. I know it is tough, but this is an important task. It shows the company's trust in you, and it is a test. Overcome the difficulties. The company won't mistreat outstanding employees.
High intensity detected. Unreasonable work pressure. Efficient solution search triggered. Matching skills found. Instant data organizer. And the logic framework builder. Limited time trial. Spend $1,000 in system funds to activate for 24 hours?
Manager Fox. Are you sure it's by end of day Friday? Are all the data sources provided?
Of course I am. The data is on the shared drive. You might need to take some time to sort and verify it. It is a tight schedule. It all comes down to your ability and efficiency.
All right. Got it. By end of day Friday, I'll email you the report.
Good.
Manager, that was a brilliant move. With all that data, in 3 days, he'll never finish it even if he dies trying. And when he fails, it'll be a competence issue, an attitude issue. Let's see how arrogant he is then.
Him failing is exactly what I want. Even if he works hard and finishes, rushing through it, the quality will definitely be full of holes.
Activate skill.
Skill activated successfully. Remaining trial time. 23 hours and 59 minutes.
So this is the core issue. The framework can be set up like this, and the cross-validation points are these 3. The core framework is done. Data population is 70% complete. The remaining analysis and polishing will be done by tomorrow morning.
How can he be this fast?
Limited time skill trial ended. Task completion evaluated. Report quality rating, A+. Far exceeds standard delivery metrics.
A day and a half early. Manager Fox. Surprised? Manager Fox. Here's the in-depth quarterly data analysis report first draft. I finished putting it together. The digital copy. I've already emailed to you.
That is it? Data verified? Conclusions already?
Yes, the main data is cross-verified. Core points and risks in the summary and final chapter are explained in detail. Take a look. Whatever needs tweaking, I'll revise.
Fine, I'll read it. You can go.
Nighttime slacker. Focus mode. Earnings multiplier increased by 20%.
Right, keep digging. Family background, social connections. Especially the last few months. I don't believe he is completely clean. Money. Money is not an issue. I want you to find the dirt.
Still here? Here, have some water.
Thanks. I'll head out soon.
Manager Fox is having someone look into you. Not just your work, but your entire background, including your family. Sounds like she won't stop at anything. Get some rest. Don't work too hard. Potential threat escalation detected. In-depth background check. Activating personal info shield. Level 1 protocol, generating and covering full virtual social trails, spending logs, and logical family ties. Estimated time, 6 hours. Alert. Their investigation itself may cross legal bounds. User advised to gather evidence.
Digging into my family? Linda Fox, you crossed the line. Since you want to play dirty, I'll play you to the very end.
Personal data shield, Tier 1 protocol deployed. Generated a coverage period of 12 months for a plausible digital footprint. Passive defense mode activated. Will automatically counter routine background checks.
Passive defense isn't enough. I need proactive countermeasures, or faster accumulation.
User detected.
Total slacking time exceeds 50 hours. Successfully resolved more than 3 malicious workplace crises. System EXP reached. Initiating upgrade protocol. Upgrade complete. Slacker Fortune System 2.0. New module unlocked. Extreme challenge missions. New resource unlocked. Special skill token exchange. Optimized daily slacking yield efficiency. Increased by 10%. Extreme challenge mission instructions. Missions are non-routine, high risk, high reward, usually touching the edges of current professional rules, or cognitive blind spots. Missions trigger randomly or unlock upon meeting specific conditions. They yield massive cash rewards far exceeding daily tasks, rare skills, special items, or key information. If you fail, some system functions may be temporarily locked, or you will face significant setbacks. In reality, the first challenge mission is ready. Preview. Challenge Mission 001, Shadow of Authority. Within the next week, use your resources and wits to cause Manager Fox's core authority to be at least once effectively undermined or bypassed in the workflow. Manager Fox herself, or higher. Level management must accept this as a de facto outcome. Demonstrate your deep influence over the workflow to prove your indispensability. If successful, you will be rewarded with $500,000, and the minor intimidation aura passively reduces unprovoked malice from those of lower or equal rank to you. Unlock the lead on, a crucial piece of undisclosed internal info. If you fail, certain auxiliary system functions will be frozen for 7 days.
Undermine Manager Fox's authority. Make her or the higher-ups have to accept it. Interesting. Now this is a real upgraded game. I'm in. Instead of waiting for your move, I'll just set up a new chessboard for you.
Challenge Mission 001, Shadow of Authority in progress. Time remaining, 6 days, 23 hours.
To take over her core powers, approvals, HR, and finances. They're all centralized in that office. The most direct way is to make that office temporarily useless or change owners.
I'm heading to HQ for a budget meeting. Call me if it is urgent. Don't bother me.
Now's my chance.
Challenge mission progress. 10%. Physical occupation complete.
Oh my god. He went right in and sat down.
What is he doing? When the manager gets back...
He's crazy. Absolutely insane. He's so dead.
Challenge mission progress. 25%. Physical occupation ongoing. Preliminary status quo established.
Henry! What are you doing? Who let you in? Get out! Right now!
Manager Fox, you're back. I'm currently working on some highly focused data analysis. It's noisy outside. I borrowed your office for a bit.
Quiet! This is my office! Who allowed you in here? You are trespassing! You are misusing company space! Take your junk and get out! I can't deal with you. This is open provocation. You are occupying company property. I am calling security. I am calling the cops right now.
Manager Fox, if you think me temporarily using this desk to process urgent company data counts as occupying company property, then be my guest. But before you call the cops or security, you might need to report to the legal or admin department first. Why an admin manager while away would rather keep her office empty than allow an employee to temporarily use it to complete the chairman's personally overseen urgent data analysis task.
No wonder he's so bold. The chairman knows about it, right?
Chairman, sorry to bother you. Today, I have to report an extremely serious matter. It seriously affects company management and discipline.
Have a seat and tell me.
Henry Walker from our department, while I was out at a meeting. He entered my office without permission. He even brought his computer in and blatantly took over. I couldn't get him to leave. He is completely out of control.
Henry Walker. Is he the one who previously finished the data report early? That young man?
Yes, that is him, but that might have been a fluke. Chairman, his behavior right now is a blatant challenge to the company's authority. I suggest we handle this seriously and fire him immediately to serve as a warning to others.
Why did he go into your office? Were there no seats outside?
He said it was too noisy outside and he needed quiet. That is just an excuse.
I've also read that report. The data is solid, and his insights are unique. He doesn't seem like a troublemaker. Leo, have Henry Walker from the tech department come to my office right now. Henry, the chairman wants you at headquarters right now. Go to her office.
Key figure intervention. Challenge mission. Entering high risk, high reward phase. User, please proceed with caution.
Okay, thanks.
You must be Henry Walker. Manager Fox said. You took over her office. What's going on?
Chairman Jordan, it's like this. At the time, I had a cross-departmental resource optimization plan. The data was complex, needing intense focus. Her office was empty. I figured that to ensure the quality of my work, temporarily using a better workspace would align with the company's best interests.
Manager Fox said you're provoking her, ignoring management rules.
Chairman Jordan, my core objective has always been to get the work done. If Manager Fox has an issue with my working style, then I will accept any objective evaluation based on my work results. But the truth is, whether it was the previous quarterly report or this resource optimization plan, my goal has always been to improve technical support efficiency and reduce hidden costs.
Even if it's for work, procedure dictates you should get Manager Fox's permission first.
You're right. On that point, I really didn't think it through. But Manager Fox was out for a meeting, and I couldn't reach her. I just wanted to get this initial concept put together quickly and present it to you.
That resource optimization concept of yours, if it were actually implemented, how much efficiency do you estimate it would improve? And how much cost would it reduce?
If we calculate based on the current data model, the overall technical response efficiency could increase by 15% to 20%. Annual related operational costs could decrease by 5% to 8%. More detailed calculation data will be submitted to you within 3 days.
It's good to be ambitious, but watch your approach. Finish this proposal quickly. Send the full report right to me. As for the office, since your current work is so important and needs a quiet space, I'll give Manager Fox a heads up. Use her office, and focus on the report. But it's only until the report is done. Understood?
Understood, Chairman Jordan. I'll give it my all.
Confirmed. Challenge mission progress, 60%. Secured higher management's de facto permission. Key obstacle cleared.
Manager Fox, what did the chairman say?
Shut up. Get back to work.
Challenge mission progress, 75%. Key authorization acquired. Work handover process required. To secure the results.
To make the sidelining a reality, there needs to be some actual task handovers. Olivia, I need a favor.
What is it?
The chairman wants me to lead a resource optimization report. I need to pull last year's cross-departmental material requests and details on consumable usage. Cross-comparison data would be best. This data, the admin and the warehouse might have on file, but we need to coordinate.
Got it. Director Walker from admin knows me pretty well. I also know Luke from the warehouse. I'll talk to them. I'll try to have it by end of day, and get the initial data to you.
Thanks, this is crucial.
No worries, it's for work. By the way, Manager Fox just got back. She looked terrible.
I know.
Manager Fox, here are a few forms that need your signature. Also, Henry is working on the data report for the chairman. He needs to pull some cross-departmental annual data. I've already coordinated with admin and the warehouse, but we might need to follow a temporary data access process. Do you want to sign off on it? Or should I check directly with Secretary Griffin?
I'll sign it. Bring me the forms.
How come he gets the manager's office, and Manager Fox can't do anything? No way. If Manager Fox goes down, after how much I crossed Henry, my life here is going to be hell. I need to get her some dirt on him. Manager Fox, I've been watching Henry. He's behind closed doors. He's not writing reports at all.
What do you mean? Explain yourself.
Well, you see, I walked by this morning. His door was slightly open. I saw his computer screen. It looked like a stock app, lots of red and green. And also, a small game window. He's definitely slacking off. He's slacking off in your office!
Are you sure about this?
Absolutely positive. Stocks and a minigame. He's definitely fooling the chairman.
Good. Very good. Keep watching him at the crucial moment. Good. I am going to catch him red-handed. Right in front of the chairman. I'll expose him completely.
Okay, Manager Fox. Don't worry. I'm on it now.
Final phase of challenge mission. Informant detected. With surveillance intent. Triggering submission. Counterplot. Create an illusion of slacking off. Lure the target to take the bait, and let them fail publicly. Mission rewards. Bonus cash, $500,000. Special skill token 1. Jack.
So you couldn't resist after all. Good. I'll use you to finish this little show.
Gotcha! You're dead meat now!
The bait is set. Time to reel them in. Manager Fox, you brought this on yourself.
Look at this, Manager Fox. Ironclad evidence. He's totally slacking off.
Great! You've done a great job! Watch me take him down.
Observer has taken the bait. Evidence intercepted. Counter strategy initiated. User, prepare for conflict.
Everyone, listen up! Our department will not tolerate fraud or deceiving your superiors. Today, in front of everyone, I am exposing someone's true colors. Henry, you kept claiming you were rushing the chairman's report, but what were you really doing? Trading stocks and playing games. You thought closing the door meant no one would find out? Look at this, everyone! This is his work attitude! Taking over the manager's office. Openly slacking off and lying to leadership. This is absolutely unacceptable!
Manager Fox, you said I trade stocks and play games. Where's the proof?
This is the proof! Jack saw it with his own eyes and took photos!
Oh, this. Manager Fox. Jack. You've misunderstood. This is just to demonstrate certain dynamic logics of resource allocation. I made a small tool myself with a simulated screen. Using gamification to show complex data is currently a rather cutting-edge visualization solution. How come to you two, Manager Fox and Jack, it became slacking off? Or is it that you have no idea what I'm doing, and just based on a few out-of-context photos, you rush to convict me, even going so far as to interrupt everyone's work just to put on this show of a public framing?
Submission counter scheme completed. Reward credited. $500,000 cash. Special skill token ×1. Challenge mission 001. Final stage completion at 95%.
Just one last step. I just need a solid achievement to settle this once and for all.
Innovative thinking, solid data, and he knows how to use tech to improve communication. This Henry Walker is more than just a little smart. Send out a notice. To tomorrow noon's executive meeting, add a new agenda item. Have Henry from the tech department present this resource optimization plan in a brief 10-minute report.
Congratulations, Henry. The chairman loved your report. Get yourself ready. Tomorrow morning at the executive meeting. You'll present for 10 minutes.
Challenge Mission 001, Shadow of Authority completed. Reward issued, $500,000 cash. Minor intimidation aura activated. Key lead unlocked. An internal memo involving irregular related party transactions.
Step 1, complete. Linda Fox, your time is up. The company must build an ultra-large-scale neural network acceleration system. To build this framework, we need to go from here to here, and then to here. Achieving this will require everyone's joint effort. I hope none of us give up.
Henry, if we implement your plan, where will the biggest resistance come from initially?
Data silos between departments and inherent process inertia. I suggest using a small-scale, high-yield pilot project as an entry point. We can use actual results to drive the overall project.
Project manager.
Ms. Fox is his assistant?
Assisting Henry?
The tables have completely turned.
Manager Fox, about the pilot project's preliminary plan. I just sent it to your email. Get familiar with it soon. At 3:00 p.m., we'll go over our roles.
Challenge Mission 001, final loop closed. Shadow of Authority completely dissipated. Power structure has been completely reversed. All rewards distributed.
An end is also a beginning. The pilot project is the real test.
To add some life to the new office. Congratulations, Director.
Thanks. There's a lot of work ahead. I'm gonna need your help.
No problem. Ready when you are.
The pilot project can't follow the old path. Efficiency and humanity are a must. Let's start from the basics. Everyone, the goal of our project is to break down data barriers and optimize resources. Therefore, our way of working must also be optimized. From today, our project will implement a flexible working system, no mandatory clock-ins. Ineffective overtime is not encouraged. The core is to clarify daily or weekly core tasks. Everyone manages their own pace and delivers quality results on time.
Director Walker, what if we don't finish our tasks?
Then we analyze the reasons. We figure out if your goals were set unreasonably or if you lack support. I will ensure everyone's resources and support are in place. At the same time, we will implement a no-interruption work method, 2 hours every morning and 2 hours every afternoon. During these periods, unless it's an emergency, there will be no meetings and no constant messaging. This will allow everyone to enter their deepest state of work.
That sounds great.
Henry, all these flashy gimmicks will just delay the project. Can you take the blame for that? The chairman wants results.
Deputy Director Fox, I want results too, but rigid schedules don't equal efficiency. If you have any specific efficiency-boosting traditional management ideas, feel free to put them in the project log. Also, please get the original department's data handover checklist for the pilot project sent to me by the end of the day. It's part of your responsibilities.
I gotta say, this focus time really works. Just this morning, I got the core part of the model done.
I know, right? Without messages popping up constantly, my mind is a lot clearer now.
I'll show you why experience always wins.
Detected. At 11:47 p.m. last night, non-user, unauthorized access recorded. Terminal access ID. Linda Fox. Used an advanced admin token on the file to make data level modifications.
Sneaking in here yourself? Is that all you've got, Linda Fox? Exposing her now. Just fixing the error isn't enough.
Logic trap has been set. In the presentation environment, upon detecting inquiries regarding the tampered data, a prompt will be issued to the user.
All right, Deputy Director Fox. The stage is set for you. I'm just waiting for your great performance.
Henry Walker, for this boundary cost reduction budget, is the data support strong enough?
That's a very good question. This set of data indeed needs close attention.
Logic trap triggered. Detected an inquiry regarding tampered data and altered cost forecast values. Initiate system trace demonstration?
Initiate. Management. I pulled the backend's complete version logs and data sequences. After comparing, I found that in the current version, at least 5 key data points show illogical, manual tampering. The system log shows the edits were made just yesterday at 11:47 p.m. Logged in from my terminal, using an advanced admin access token. For instance, the marginal cost here was deliberately lowered, and here, Swiftline Express's rating was systematically reduced. Also, I pulled up yesterday's access logs.
Linda, how do you explain this data?
I don't know. This data...
System records and access logs can both be verified by IT and the security department through independent cross-checking.
Pause the meeting. Linda, to my office, now.
Trap successful. Truth revealed.
Ms. Fox, sneaking into another office, using unauthorized access, tampering with core business data to sabotage a key project. What do you have to say for yourself?
Chairman, I wasn't thinking straight. I completely lost my mind. Chairman, please, considering all my years here, look at my hard work, if nothing else.
Achievements? Hard work? Your achievements are playing petty tricks and suppressing capable people. Your hard work is just turning the department into a complete, toxic mess. You are suspended from all duties, pending a full investigation by the Group Supervision Department. All access is frozen immediately. Get out! What are you waiting for? Get out! Henry, you know the situation. You will temporarily act as tech department manager. You need to handle the pilot project well, but the daily work of the department must not fall into chaos. Can you handle it?
Please rest assured, Chairman. I will do my absolute best.
Good. Keep up the good work. The company needs capable and principled young people.
Manager Walker. Here are today's urgent workflow documents. They're sorted by priority.
Everyone, it's business as usual. The flexible work hours we piloted will now be implemented department-wide. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to reach out.
Milestone unlocked. Promoted to department manager. Reward, $1 million in cash. Intimidation aura effect enhanced. Key lead. Abnormal transaction memo, resolution upgraded. Affiliated party points to Shoreway Logistics. The supplier promoted by Linda Fox, and the suspected shadow connections with top executives.
Linda Fox is out, but the real trouble has only just surfaced.
Manager Walker, a pleasure. Your proposal on resource tuning was highly insightful.
You flatter me, Director Stone. How can I help Starlight today?
Starlight is putting together a new tech R&D department. We need a leader with breakthrough thinking and solid practical experience. And you're the absolute perfect fit. The pay is triple Horizons, plus performance bonuses. As for resources, the group guarantees full support.
Very tempting. But at Horizon, I just took over a department. Projects are in a critical phase. Why does Starlight think I'd consider it?
How big Horizon is, where its ceiling is. Manager Walker knows best. Right? Besides, Horizon has been making moves lately. What Starlight can give you, the stage and resources, Horizon can never match. Linda Fox's situation is just the tip of the iceberg. An ambitious man shouldn't keep himself stuck in a swamp.
Thank you for your confidence, Director Stone. Regarding this offer, I'll need some time to think it over.
All right. Take a look at the letter of intent first. Next time we meet, I hope we can call each other colleagues.
Triple the salary, Tech R&D department. Starlight is really generous. But what did he mean by tip of the iceberg?
The offer seems a bit too good to be true. Poaching you with such high pay now? Could it be they want more than just your skills?
I was thinking the same thing, that Director Stone, reading between the lines, kept hinting at internal issues at Horizon. He might know something. Or he's trying to get something through me.
You need to be careful. This could be an opportunity. Or it could be a trap.
I've been thinking about that too. Maybe I should just play along for now to see what Starlight is really up to.
That's too risky. If you need me to do anything, let me know right away.
Is what you're offering really an olive branch? Or just bait? Starlight is playing a big game here.
What are you going to do? Turn them down?
No. If they really have ulterior motives, turning them down will just make them try another way. We'd still be sitting ducks. Might as well engage them.
So you want to turn the tables?
Doesn't Director Stone want to get dinner? I can use the chance to see what they're really up to. Maybe I can even dig up their ties with Sureway Logistics, or even with some people inside our own company. Whether it's an olive branch or a viper, I'll take it. In this game, who the real player is, we'll see.
A pleasure, Manager Walker. I really admire your problem-solving perspective and big-picture thinking.
You flatter me, Mr. Shaw. Actually, practical implementation relies on the existing ecosystem and the quality of suppliers. We recently evaluated a few logistics providers, and their qualifications varied greatly.
I heard Horizon and Sureway Logistics work pretty closely.
Sureway is an old partner, but we're re-evaluating them lately.
Mr. Walker, today, let's not talk about specific business. Honestly, with your abilities, in a place like Horizon that values seniority, reaching this level is probably your ceiling. Besides, I heard things aren't exactly peaceful inside Horizon right now.
It's the same everywhere, but I just took over. I still want to tend to my own backyard first.
I understand. Take this contract back with you to review. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me anytime. No logic traps in the document, but terms and responsibilities are vague, leaving room for manipulation. Surface-level analysis of the provided document complete. No obvious logic traps found. However, detected multiple open-ended commitments and vague boundaries of liability. High potential for future interpretation and manipulation. Based on the audio recording, retrospective analysis shows Target Anna Shaw, when mentioning Sureway Logistics and Horizon's internal environment, used a subtle probing tone and leaned forward. Her level of interest was significantly higher than other topics. Is something up in the finance department, too? Jenny, you haven't been looking too well lately. Don't even ask. Our deputy director keeps making me pull accounts for old projects, especially the ones related to Sureway. It's been ages. Sureway? Aren't they just our logistics supplier? What's there to investigate? I find it weird too. And a few days ago, after talking with the Starlight people, the deputy director got even more nervous. Jenny, you need to protect yourself. Keep your guard up.
Finance is moving too, about Sureway's old accounts. This matches Starlight's frequent contacts too.
Activating deep intel analysis module. Integrating clues. Starlight's unusual focus on Sureway Logistics. Abnormal transaction memos, pointing to shadow ties between Sureway and Horizon's top executives. Unusual finance trends. Correlating analysis.
Sureway and Horizon's partnership is highly suspected of profit funneling. The main signatory points to the retired former Vice President Victor Lewis, and Starlight's subsidiary has hidden equity ties with Sureway. After Victor retired, he took a job at that subsidiary.
So this is a profit chain built on collusion. Starlight wants to take full control and take over this chain.
Exactly. Starlight poaching me is first to interfere or influence me, the new manager who could affect the core of the supply chain. Second, they want to track our investigation. Their finance team's actions show they're getting desperate.
So we just expose them?
Not enough evidence. It'd just tip them off.
Suggested strategy, use business tactics. In the upcoming regional logistics hub bidding, legally eliminate Sureway Logistics, cut off their profit chain, and force their backers out.
Go straight to open bidding, bring in much stronger competitors to knock Sureway out. Cut off their cash flow. Let's see them panic.
Pulling the plug. But what about Starlight?
If they really are in cahoots, seeing their ship sink, they're bound to make a new move.
Strategy adopted. Triggering new phase mission.
Complete during the bidding process, legally expel Sureway Logistics. Reward, unlock business negotiation intuition. Steal!
Come in.
The results are out. For the regional logistics hub, the core operations bid went to Swiftline Express. Sureway Logistics only got a short-term auxiliary subcontract.
I'd call that a solid first win. We just took away their biggest piece of the pie.
But they won't just let this go.
I know, but this is just the beginning. We messed with their main source of profit. Now, we just wait for their next move. Any moves from Starlight?
Director Stone emailed to ask if we've thought it over. It's just that his tone was much more urgent this time.
He's getting anxious. Perfect.
Phase mission, legally oust Sureway, 70% complete. Issuing partial reward. Skill activated, business negotiation intuition.
This bidding process fully complied with standard procedures. Ultimately, we chose Swiftline Express as our core partner. We estimate it will improve overall logistics efficiency by 18% and cut annual costs by about 5%.
Clear thinking. Decisive execution.
Henry hasn't been running the tech department for long, but through internal optimization and external partnerships, he's made significant breakthroughs. He has shown excellent management skills and business sense.
While some of our new projects are showing a positive trend,
This quarter, our company's year-over-year revenue fell by 8%.
And net profit dropped by 12%. This is mostly due to our traditional core sectors facing market contraction, as well as rising costs.
Henry, you've done a great job. But the company's current, overall situation isn't looking good. External competition is getting fiercer. And we're not exactly united internally.
Chairman, do you mean?
There are signs that external capital might be in the secondary market, slowly buying up our shares. Their intentions are unclear. Within the board of directors, there are also differing opinions. You're young and driven, but that makes you a target. After the bidding conference, you might face even more pressure. With Starlight Corporation, you need to tread carefully.
I will handle it with caution.
New crisis alert triggered. The company faces overall performance decline and potential hostile takeover risks. Users' personal success and the company's overall fate are now deeply intertwined.
The chairman is right. We won the bid, but an even bigger storm is coming. The people behind Sureway and Starlight and the potential external capital might not be acting alone.
Since we can't avoid it, we'll face it head on, at least for now. I have you as my ally.
So, what do we do now?
Solidify the pilot project. Keep cutting costs and increasing efficiency. This is our foundation for survival. Keep digging into Sureway's past. Follow the trail, and see if we can find clues about the external capital and the differing opinions within the board of directors.
Hello, I'm looking for Henry Walker.
Hi, do you have an appointment?
An appointment? I'm his girlfriend. Do I need an appointment? Just tell him Sophia Reed is here. Manager Walker, there's a lady at the front desk claiming to be your girlfriend. She has no appointment, but insists on seeing you.
Have her wait in small conference room 3. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Sophia Reed. News travels fast.
Hank, I finally found you. It's been so long. How have you been? I missed you so much.
Miss Reed, what do you want?
Hank, don't call me that. I know I was wrong. I was young and naive back then. I was completely blinded, and I listened to my family. After we broke up, I've regretted it every single day. Now I don't want anything else. I just want you. Can we start over?
Start over? Sophia. I remember it very clearly. You said it yourself back then. Henry, you're just a lowly worker. You can't give me the future I want. We're done. You said your youth was precious. You couldn't waste it on someone like me. And now you come looking for me. Is it because I've changed? Or is it because you've already found out? that I can now meet your expectations. Sorry. My present and future have nothing to do with you. The door is over there. Goodbye.
Henry Walker, how dare you treat me like this? Just you wait. Why were you so heartless yesterday? Can't we just talk it out?
Miss Reed, I thought we made things very clear yesterday. This is a workspace. Please don't disrupt our work here.
Work?
Is work all you care about? All those years we spent together. You're just throwing it away? I know you're successful now, and you look down on me. You think I'm not good enough for you? Yes, I was young back then. I was a bit vain. But who doesn't make mistakes? I've regretted it every single day. I've been waiting for you. Judge for yourselves, everyone. Just because a guy had a naive girlfriend, and now he's rich, he won't even give her a chance to make things right. How can he be so heartless?
Feelings? Sophia, between us, the moment you decided I was too poor to buy you those bags and walked right out into someone else's arms, we became history. You came here today, not because you still care, but because you saw my new position and heard about my money. You never actually loved me. You just loved what you could get from me. That's right. It's true that I can afford a lot of bags now, but I no longer need someone who only cares about logos and price tags. To me, you right now don't even deserve the title of ex-girlfriend.
You're ruthless, Henry. You'll regret this.
I'm afraid this is just the beginning.
Ms. Reed, are you okay? I saw everything. Henry is just so arrogant now. He turned his back on you so fast.
Who are you?
I'm Henry's colleague. I just couldn't stand by and watch.
I want him ruined. And make him pay.
Exactly. We can't let him be so smug. Ms. Reed, I have an idea.
Ms. Reed, do you ever post things online? Right now, some media accounts and anonymous workplace gossip pages get insane traffic. We can make up. We can put together some stuff and post it.
No need to make things up. I have plenty of material. Look. Here are records of him saving every penny just to buy me cheap gifts. We can spin it to say he's cheap and calculating. These are things he said out of anger when we were arguing. If we take them out of context, it shows he's extreme and unstable. We could also say he only approached me back then because of my family's wealth, hoping for a shortcut in life.
Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! We could also say his sudden fast promotion is probably from kissing up to a female executives with connections. A freeloader relying on women, a social climber forgetting his roots. Once these labels stick, he'll be in deep trouble.
Won't it be traced back to us?
We'll use burner accounts to post it. As it gets shared around, the source will be untraceable. We'll make sure the title is totally sensational. Something like, Exposing the Horizon Subsidiary, New Manager's Secret Rise to Power.
Henry, just you wait.
Yeah, man, post it exactly like this. I just sent the money. Make it quick. Let it blow up tonight.
Henry, this is just the beginning. I'll make you realize how vicious rumors can be. You won't be able to defend yourself. Let's see how you show your face at the company tomorrow.
Hello.
Did you see those posts?
Yeah, they're pretty low. Spreading fast, though.
It's definitely Sophia. Can't let her win. Don't step in. I'll handle it.
Jack is probably involved in this too. Can you handle it alone?
For these cheap tricks, I've got this. Wait for my news. Hey, help me lock down these IP connections of the initial posts and potential burner accounts as fast as possible.
Looks like bot activity. The sources are messy. There's a proxy IP pointing to the Westside Internet Cafe cluster. Give me some time. Locked onto one. The main pusher account. The registered phone belongs to a Turner. The IP and posting time match one of the posts. Perfectly.
Jack Turner, I knew it was you.
That was fast and solid proof. Bullseye. Are you sure? No illegal methods?
Of course. All the information was posted online by himself. I just found them and pieced them together. The clues about that burner account were also given to those forum admins. Malicious smear campaign detected, effectively contained. Crisis resolved.
Did you read that analysis? Looks like someone is purposely smearing Manager Walker.
I saw it. The proof is right there. That Sophia Reed on VibeNet always shows off her wealth. And she gambles too. Her company also has some pending lawsuits. She sure loves playing the victim anyway.
Thanks a lot. I'm not just thanking you for your help and tactics, but for immediately stepping up without hesitation to stand by my side and protecting me your own way.
We're friends and allies. Besides, against these underhanded tactics, using logic and hard evidence works best.
Oh, right. If you don't have any plans tonight, let's get dinner. We can treat it as a celebration of another victory fighting side by side, and give me a chance to properly thank you.
Sure, but nothing expensive. Let's find somewhere quiet.
You got it. Olivia, sometimes I wonder, if it weren't for you by my side, would my path have been this smooth, or would I have fallen into some trap long ago?
Don't say that. It's your own ability that got you this far. At most, I'm just helping you check your rear view mirror. Plus, solving problems with you, pushing things in the right direction, gives me a sense of accomplishment too.
Then for the road ahead, are you willing to keep checking my rear view mirror? And not just at work?
As long as you don't find me too much trouble.
The inspection department hasn't found Linda Fox to be involved in any further financial misconduct. The board considered her years of experience and decided to give her another chance. She's reassigned as tech support coordinator to assist you with your work. What do you think?
I will follow the company's arrangement.
Good. Just watch your back.
Congratulations, Manager Fox. Back on the battlefield.
Save the act. Starlight wants to take down Henry and swallow the Shoreway lead. Now's your perfect chance. There's a lot I can do from the inside.
I like your style. We've drafted a strategic warehouse cooperation memo. On the surface, it looks incredibly beneficial to Horizon. In reality, I've planted a few hidden clauses. The single purchase volume has a flexible incremental agreement. Force majeure is set broadly. And in the renewal process, we embedded a business linkage mechanism. If Henry signs this, there'll be no issues in the short term, but in the mid to long term, he'll be locked in. Horizon's procurement might even trigger massive penalty payouts.
I'll make it look like I'm making amends by securing premium resources for Henry. With his current overconfidence and obsession with efficiency, he'll likely let his guard down.
Pleasure doing business.
Manager Walker, I got in touch with a Starlight Smart warehousing subsidiary. They're willing to offer great terms and sign a strategic cooperation memo with us to pilot their new system. Starlight? Haven't they always wanted to poach Manager Walker? Why so generous? There are no permanent enemies in business. They probably think partnering up is more cost-effective than poaching. Manager Walker, take a close look, especially at Chapter 3, and the details in Appendix 2. Scanning the agreement, found 3 potential risk clauses with hidden logic. But based on current public business intel, this Starlight subsidiary's tech capacity is questionable compared to the offered favorable terms. In-depth due diligence is recommended, or involve third-party legal review.
Recommended by Linda and produced by Starlight. This is too much of a coincidence, but if it's a trap, signing it could mean total ruin. If it's a real opportunity, missing it could affect the project's progress. I'll have legal review it first, and have Olivia quietly check out this subsidiary's background. Manager Walker, from a legal perspective, there are no obvious violations or clearly unfair clauses. The standard contract Starlight provided is solid. However, Appendix 2's tech standards and procedures are highly complex. They involve a lot of industry jargon and parameters. Our legal department, regarding specific technical details, lacks the expertise to judge. This Starlight subsidiary probably wouldn't play tricks with tech standards, right?
This subsidiary hasn't been around long, but it does have Starlight's financial and tech backing. They lack public client cases, but there's no negative news either. However, in their core tech team, a few members were poached from a bankrupt smart warehousing company. That company back then had tech standard disputes and fought clients in court for years.
Tech Appendix has uncertainties. Recommend pausing the signing for third-party tech evaluation. But the evaluation could take 2 to 3 weeks.
Starlight's rushing us again.
Legal says the text is fine, and what Olivia found is just a potential risk. As for the tech appendix, our tech team should be able to handle it.
Manager Walker, something's wrong. In their system integration agreement, a few underlying data standards are based on their own proprietary definitions. And compatibility with our mainstream equipment is extremely poor. Modifying our equipment will exceed our budget and timeline. Because of this, the standards specified in Appendix 2 are almost impossible to meet.
The tech appendix hit unfair, almost impossible acceptance standards, and incompatible protocols. Manager Walker, the testing progress seems to have hit a wall again.
If you can't complete the agreed standards on time, according to the memo, your side may need to bear the responsibility for the delay and affect the formal contract conditions.
We ran into some system compatibility issues in testing. We need time to readjust and evaluate. Understood.
You have a 3-day window to fix it. If you exceed the time limit, it will trigger the default clause. We look forward to hearing good news from you.
User detected making a critical judgment error, causing the core project to face a major crisis. Penalty mechanism triggered. Some advanced system features are temporarily frozen. Basic Slacker earnings retained, but earning efficiency is reduced by 50%. Freeze duration lasts until the current crisis is resolved, or the user finds an alternative solution and proves it effective.
I was careless. I was clearly warned.
Is the situation very bad?
Very bad. Technical standards are stuck. Interfaces are incompatible. It's like it was designed in advance.
We can't panic at a time like this. I've already compiled all the internal patents of this Starlight subsidiary, as well as the dossier summary of that bankrupt company. Also, through personal connections, I contacted a technical engineer who recently resigned from that Starlight subsidiary. He's willing to provide some informal technical analysis and internal testing for a fee.
You always step up when I need you most.
Our top priority is finding a technical loophole or a way to bypass their proprietary protocols. I've had the tech team gather all the incompatibilities and unreasonable clauses into a single list.
Then let's tackle them, one by one.
Here, they used industry best practices, such a vague phrase, but the appendix uses their private protocols to define best practice. This likely causes a conflict.
In that past bankrupt company's case, the only point of dispute was the right to define. Precedent favors the buyer in vague interpretations.
We can advocate using common industry standards rather than their private protocols to define best practice, thereby requiring them to provide interfaces compatible with common standards or bear the modification costs.
Wait, I just thought of someone. This might turn things around.
That technical appendix, even though I wasn't directly involved, I still know how some of the traps were buried in it. First, they deliberately used a few obscure protocols, not for better technology, but to lock you into their own hardware and future maintenance services. Second, that testing model has never passed in actual long-term operations. They're betting that the client, under standard testing conditions, simply won't notice or just compromise due to time pressure. Third, in Appendix 2, they referenced an industry white paper. It's an outdated version. In the newest version, some of the security requirements have actually been relaxed.
Thank you. Olivia, how did you find Engineer Jordan?
I did him a small favor before. I tried reaching out to him this time. Didn't expect him to actually help.
This time, if it wasn't for you.
We're in this together now. Plus, I believe, with your abilities, even without this information, you'd have solved the problem eventually.
Right. With this information, we can get everything sorted out. Once back, we'll assemble the legal team. Remember, focus on these materials to prepare our counterattack.
Olivia, I picked this up yesterday.
I think some boss dropped something important. You take care of it. You got it. Leave it to me. Director Stone, you said Starlight would fully support me.
Manager Fox, plans change. Henry is tougher than we thought. Right now, the most important thing is that contract. You must make him sign it. Once he signs, we'll have the upper hand from then on.
Starlight is burning bridges.
Linda, watch your tone. Don't forget, when it comes to Shoreway, your hands are dirty too. You just need to play nice and execute your plan. Nail Henry to that contract, or you'll have no way out.
Fine. I'll push him on the contract. Don't worry.
Starlight takes good care of its partners.
Starlight is burning bridges.
Looks like Linda Fox doesn't even trust Starlight. This recording proves she's colluding to frame us. Especially that line, when it comes to Shoreway, your hands are dirty too. This means Linda Fox's involvement with Shoreway isn't clean at all, and Starlight has leverage over her.
Audio content analysis. Highly authentic. Matches known intel perfectly. Key points. Clear collusion intent. Mentions Shoreway ties. Proves malicious intent. This evidence can serve as a core strategic deterrent.
We'll take a two-pronged approach. On one hand, we use the tech traps engineer Jordan found to send a formal letter. We demand renegotiation or termination. On the other hand, we can casually let Gavin Stone know we've learned some interesting things. Shake the tree and see what falls.
Let him weigh the risks. New feature, Share Exchange. User can convert accumulated Slacker earnings at a specific ratio into designated listed companies' tradable shares. The system will auto-process compliance procedures. Current exchange target, Horizon Group tradable shares. Every $2 million in system funds can be exchanged for about 0.1% equity. Total available system funds in the reward pool, $8.75 million.
$8.75 million. That exchanges for about 0.4375% of Horizon shares. The percentage might be low, but it's enough to get me on the top 100 shareholders list. I'll have the basic rights to attend shareholder meetings and access more data.
The exchange process takes 24 hours to finalize ownership. Initiate the Horizon Group share exchange now.
Initiate. Full exchange.
Command confirmed. Share exchange initiated. Estimated completion in 24 hours. Becoming a shareholder? That changes everything. You're not just working for them. You're working for your own assets. Plus, being a shareholder gives you access to inside info, and at crucial moments, you have voting rights.
Maybe it'll also help us better figure out the board's agenda. It gives us more leverage to deal with Starlight, or even those potential buyers. Keep this strictly between us.
Understood. By the way, about Gavin Stone from Starlight tomorrow, what exactly is the plan?
Tomorrow, we'll first raise technical doubts, then put some pressure on him. We need to make him think that we possess hard evidence of his collusion with Linda Fox.
I'll follow your lead.
Everything's set. Tomorrow, it closed the net.
Share exchange complete. Through a compliant entity, you now hold Horizon Group's 0.4375% outstanding shares. You've anonymously entered the top 100 shareholders list. Relevant legal documents generated.
This is the real ticket into the core of the game. The share is small, but it's a whole new perspective.
Hello.
Director Stone, regarding our cooperation memorandum, we found major technical flaws and potential business integrity issues. An official letter has been sent. Besides, Hawk, I found some old issues with Shoreway. I think you'd be interested in having another negotiation with us.
What do you want to talk about?
2 p.m. tomorrow. You name the place. Director Stone, the technical annex has some technical flaws and exclusivity traps. We have solid proof. Also, we've learned that your side and Miss Fox have an understanding beyond normal business practices.
Manager Walker, business is war. Everyone uses what they have. As for Linda Fox, how much weight do her words carry?
We just want a fair resolution.
Nothing more to discuss then.
Chairman, Innovatech's purchasing director just called to say Starlight offered a logistics rate 18% lower than ours.
Starlight Logistics this morning officially announced a regional fee cut. This is aimed right at our core market. Look at this. This article seems to analyze industry competition, but in reality, it implies our company has chaotic internal management. It's way too obvious.
Using trolls to drive the narrative, paired with Starlight's price war, they're trying to sabotage us. Destroy our confidence from within, and steal our clients from the outside. The reason? Starlight's poaching with double pay. Got it. They want to crush our pilot project, to prove our management is a mess, and validate the rumors of systemic failure.
Multi-dimensional attack detected. Market share. Public image. Core team. Company crisis index climbing. Module development is delayed by at least 2 weeks.
The clients won't wait 2 weeks.
Should we clarify things? Clarify now.
Is like admitting it's about us. First, list out all the clients impacted by Starlight's quotes. Categorize them. Prioritize keeping the largest and most loyal ones. We can offer customized value-added packages. VP of Tech, immediately assess our remaining staff and their capacity to work. Also, initiate emergency hiring and outsourcing backup plans. PR department, immediately prep materials showing our tech foundation and historical contributions. Release them subtly. Starlight wants a quick win, but we'll hold our ground and drag this fight out.
Chairman Jordan, if we keep fighting, it will only hurt all our shareholders. I suggest we reach out to Starlight to seek a truce. Even if we lose some market share, we could even consider a strategic partnership.
A truce? Give up our market? You're surrendering! Starlight is just robbing us blind. If we yield now, will we have any foothold left? At the end of the day, this is all because some people were too reckless and brought this on us. Right now is not the time to blame the person in charge. Starlight's ambition isn't anything new. Without this project, they just find another excuse.
Chairman Jordan, I know you're unwilling to accept this, but as the chairman, you must answer to all the shareholders.
Henry Walker, you are directly in charge of the project and the core of the response team. If we choose to face them head-on, how confident are you that you can stabilize the situation, or even find a way to strike back?
Chairman, board members, I believe Starlight's attack this time isn't flawless. First, their low prices are unsustainable. It's a Pyrrhic victory. They're bleeding too. Second, their PR campaign lacks hard evidence. The hype will die down soon. Third, what they fear most right now is exactly the success of our pilot project. Currently, we have solid technical proof of their contract traps. Also, we've secured some partial evidence of illicit collusion. More importantly, we've discovered a potential internal channel that aligns with Starlight's goals, a leftover funnel for illicit gains. Cutting it off won't just diffuse part of our current crisis, but it could also give us a counterattack angle.
What exactly is this channel?
Until we gather more comprehensive evidence, I can't elaborate, but what's certain is, if we can properly resolve the current project crisis and dig deeper along this line, we are very likely to turn passive into active.
All right. Since we have a fighting chance, there's no reason to surrender without a fight. Henry, as chairman of the board, I authorize you to resolve this project deadlock ASAP.
Top-level authorization obtained. Crisis and opportunity coexist. Break the project deadlock, and use the Shoreway lead to launch an effective counterattack.
Backs to the wall. We must succeed. We cannot fail. I have tech evidence, audio recordings, Shoreway leads, and shareholder identities, but they're just pieces. Starlight's attack is multi-dimensional. There has to be a way to integrate resources and hit their weak spot, a fatal blow. Evaluate all current resources and intel. I need a way to break the deadlock and effectively counter Starlight, an integrated business strategy.
Evaluating now. Generating based on current intel. Customized deadlock-breaking business strategy. Requires $2 million in cash and 1 special skill exchange opportunity. Confirm?
Confirmed.
Exchange successful. Integrated deterrence and severing counterattack strategy plan. Generating.
Olivia, I have a plan that you need to execute immediately.
Go ahead.
First, tomorrow morning, under my name, to Starlight Headquarters and the Industry Association, submit a data packet regarding their subsidiary using tech contracts to set traps and engaging in unfair competition, and CC the media. Bring this whole thing out into the open. Use compliance and public pressure to force their top brass to step up.
Got it. This way, Starlight's top brass can't play dumb anymore, and Gavin Stone's line will face internal accountability.
Second, simultaneously initiate legal proceedings. Demand Starlight subsidiary stops using the previous memo to cause any further interference. Otherwise, we will file a massive compensation lawsuit. Third, compile a list regarding Sherway Logistics and the former manager, Victor Lewis's clear leads on abnormal transactions, and deliver them respectively to the company's supervisory board, the Securities Commission, the committee, as well as Starlight Main Office's audit committee.
You want to uproot Shoreway, this toxic cancer, and drag Starlight down with it? So they tear each other apart?
Starlight wants to take over this profit chain, right? Well then, I'll make the chain red hot before handing it over.
Public reports, legal action, and dropping a bombshell on our rival internally. Henry, do you know the consequences of doing this? This is equivalent to tearing off the fig leaf completely. What if Starlight chooses to fight to the bitter end and escalates the conflict comprehensively?
They are already waging a full-scale war aimed at defeating us. Continuing to tangle in the mud of price wars and public opinion is something we can't afford, nor can we win. In our hands, we have concrete technical evidence. We have their employees' call records with Linda Fox, and clear leads on historical benefit transfers. These aren't guesses. They're weapons. Starlight is an industry leader and a listed company. Their sheer size dictates that they care more about scandals than we do. They fear investigations more, and they care more about a stable stock price.
Have you considered how the board will view this plan?
Backing down now won't buy us any peace. It'll only lead to more, harsher extortion. Only by showing we have the ability and resolve to fight back and hit them where it hurts. Only then can we earn respect and reassure the wavering board members.
Henry, I gave you the company's most important department. I gave you command over this crisis. Now you're asking me to stake the company's reputation and part of its fate on this radical counterattack plan? I'll ask you one last time. How certain are you? I want your most rational judgment.
70%. The 30% risk lies in the unpredictability of Starlight's management. But the 70% certainty is because, first, our evidence is solid. The legal and moral high ground are both on our side. Second, imploding them from the inside will cause fractures within Starlight. Third, we have no way back. But Starlight has choices. It's highly likely they'll choose the path of least resistance, which means compromising, cutting ties, and backing down.
All right, I'll bet on your 70%, and I'll bet on my judge of character. From now on, Henry, I give you full authority to mobilize all necessary resources to execute your plan. Legal, finance, PR, all departments must cooperate unconditionally, Henry. Don't let me down. Don't let the whole company and its thousands of people down.
Rest assured, Chairman.
Highest level full authority granted. Strategic counterattack enters execution phase. Manager Walker, the draft is ready. But right now, a few major financial media outlets and industry influencers are reluctant at this time to publish anything with an obvious bias. Maybe we can try another route. My mom is at the Finance University, a professor of journalism. In academia and major media companies, she has students and old contacts. Besides, my uncle is at the State News Group as a senior editor. I think through them, we can share our facts and evidence in a more objective, professional way with some content-focused, influential, independent commentators, or media figures. Really? If we actually have professionals of that caliber speaking for us, the weight and credibility would be on a whole different level.
Olivia, won't this be too much trouble? Involving your family?
It's no trouble at all. I'm just providing an information channel. As for how they write it, they'll use their own judgment. Got a reply. The State News Group's financial digital media agreed to do a balanced interview. She'll interview us and industry experts, and try to contact Starlight for comment. While not guaranteed to be fully positive, it at least gives us an equal chance to be heard.
This outcome is much better than I expected. The credibility of true professionals is something no troll army can ever smear.
I just built the bridge. The main thing is that our facts actually hold up. Public opinion trends detected, showing a favorable shift. Professional voice intervention has boosted the counterattack's credibility and pressure.
With her around, this battle seems a lot more winnable. Lead the team to visit Innovatech immediately, along with our two biggest clients. Show them our customized value-added supply chain system. Show them how our long-term partnership will actually lead to real cost reductions and efficiency boosts. Emphasize that Starlight's low prices are unsustainable.
Got it. Replace price with value.
Will work with Olivia and the media resources she secured to jointly release our technical compliance report and an analytical warning on vicious price competition. Stay objective. Understood?
No emotional attacks.
You lead the team yourself and ensure the project stays on track. No problem. Olivia, you and I will prepare to meet with the reporter from State Financial News Digital. Meanwhile, take what we have on Sherway and Victor Lewis's suspicious transactions and send the anonymous lead report through your channels to Starlight's audit department.
Got it.
Manager Walker, regarding the recent dispute with Starlight, they claim it's normal business competition. How do you respond?
Business competition should be based on fairness, transparency, and tech innovation, rather than setting up exclusive tech traps. This is a commissioned third-party service technology confidential summary. It clearly points out here that their contracts may contain clauses that violate industry openness principles. We have officially submitted this to the relevant industry associations.
The seeds have been sown. Let's see how you handle this. It's over. How do they know so much? Hello? Who is this?
Linda, look what you've done. That anonymous report. Was that your doing? Trying to drag us down with you?
No! Director Stone! I just saw it too. Henry! It must be Henry.
I don't care who it is. Right now, the audit committee and the media have the documents. Listen to me. Everything that happened was your own doing. Nothing to do with Starlight. You never received any orders from me. Understood?
Gavin, you're throwing me under the bus. You were the one who...
Enough. I recorded this call. If you dare say a word, I swear you'll go down first. Got it?
Henry! Get out here! You set me up! Go to hell! Henry! You ruined me! You stole my job! Now even Starlight dumped me! I'll kill you! I'm the manager. How dare you touch me? Henry, you'll rot in hell. Olivia, you accomplice. You'll rot in hell too.
Direct threat, Linda Fox eliminated. Internal hazard removed.
She's completely done for.
Just a discarded pawn. But the player remains. The storm inside the board is probably about to get much worse.
Starlight Legal Department sent a formal letter. They'll terminate the memo immediately and promise not to engage in the same project with any interfering competitive behavior. They've also initiated an internal investigation into the subsidiaries and involved personnel.
A very clean cut, pushing all the blame onto the subsidiaries and individual employees.
The board just held an emergency meeting. Your combination of moves worked like a charm. No one is anymore proposing a sale or a settlement. By board resolution, passed unanimously, you are appointed as Horizon Group's Executive Vice President, effective immediately. You'll take full charge of company operations, supply chain optimization, and new business expansion.
Chairman, this is a huge responsibility, I'm afraid.
This position is earned by your actual track record. I believe you can handle it.
Major achievement unlocked. Promoted to company's core decision-making level. Reward. A massive amount of cash and strategic vision skill unlocked.
Thank you all for your trust and support. The crisis may be over, but the challenges still remain. I hope you'll all continue to work with me to make our department and our company even better. Olivia, without you, I wouldn't be here today. I don't even know what to say to thank you.
Stop thanking me. Seeing you achieve your goals step by step and leading everyone through the crisis, I'm so proud of you. This executive vice president position, you truly deserve it.
Then does this executive vice president have the honor to take you out to dinner?
Yes. Let's go. I'm starving. Emotional bond deepened.
Linda Fox is out. Starlight has retreated for now. I've secured this position. But this is just halftime. The real undercurrents in the board, Starlight's lingering ambitions, and higher-level issues are still out there.
New phase initiated. Battlefield upgraded to
Corporate strategy level and more complex capital games. Please be ready, user.
Defeating our strong rival this time wouldn't be possible without everyone's hard work. Most of all, Henry's courage and dedication. A toast to Mr. Walker, to our great teamwork, and to Horizon's unyielding spirit. Come on, cheers!
I'm going to the restroom. And getting some fresh air.
I'll go with you.
No need. You're the man of the hour. I'll be right back.
Does it take this long to get some air? Is she not feeling well? Excuse me, did you see a lady wearing a black dress and long hair come by?
Sir, I just cleaned in there. There's no one inside right now.
Something's wrong.
Emergency detected. Olivia Lane's vital signs fluctuated violently and are now fading. Location moving rapidly away from the building.
Olivia! It's this van. Time was around 9:25 to 9:30.
Sorry. That corner is a camera blind spot. The emergency corridor and the janitor's room.
What about the exit cameras and the underground parking? All entrances and exits.
This camera broke this afternoon. Hasn't been replaced yet. Parking lot B, level 2. The southeast freight entrance camera is working. Pulling it up now.
That's the van. Call the police. Send the vehicle's details and description to the police. Copy this footage for me. Not fast enough. This isn't fast enough.
User detected. Core Bond character, Olivia Lane, is facing extreme threat to life. User's conventional calls for help are blocked. Forced trigger of the ultimate survival mission. Mission code, Redemption and Reckoning. Core objectives. 1. Safely rescue Olivia Lane. 2. Thoroughly investigate and dismantle the mastermind behind this kidnapping and their associated network. Mission nature. Life or death deadline. Cannot abort. Support activated. Temporarily unlocking environmental trace deep scan, precise adrenaline control, and short-term path prediction to make up for lack of normal info. Warning. Mission failure will lead to irreversible consequences.
Focus the search on the East Side Industrial Park.
This chick is pretty tough. But the boss is rushing us. If we don't get this done, we're all dead meat.
I thought we were just scaring her.
The boss said find out what she knows. Then get rid of her.
Dialogue indicates clear intent. Combined with financial anomalies, the probability of the mastermind being Starlight CEO, Charles Griffin, has increased to 92%. Motive. Henry Walker's anonymous report exposed Shoreway's Victor Lewis and the core profit chain. As the ultimate beneficiary, Charles Griffin took a desperate risk, fearing exposure, attempting to kidnap Olivia Lane, to extract intel and eliminate the source of the threat.
System. Immediately send Charles Griffin's evidence of connection to Sherway and clues of him ordering the kidnapping to the police top brass, the Securities Commission, and several major rival media outlets.
Key evidence sent. Infiltration plan ready. Found discarded items in the northeast corner. Motor oil and flammables. Broken window on the 3rd floor, southwest side. Stacked crates below, can be climbed.
Negotiate first, create chaos, then rescue. System. Keep scanning inside the factory for heat signals and sounds. Give me real-time guidance.
Boss, there's someone out there. Just standing there.
Who is it? Cops?
Doesn't look like a cop. No uniform. Could it be Henry Walker?
Listen up in there. I am Henry Walker. I know you're working for Charles Griffin, and I know what you want.
Henry Walker! You've got some nerve! Coming here all alone! Aren't you afraid to die?
I am. But I fear for my people more. Charles Griffin didn't tell you, did he? He's being investigated by top cops and the Securities Commission. He can't even save himself. Let her go now, and I'll let you walk away safely. I've already sent the evidence of Charles Griffin ordering this kidnapping to the police. Below the window, I've left a black bag. There's money inside. Take the money and leave now, or wait to die. The choice is yours.
Boss, he kinda makes sense. That old fox Charles Griffin. What if he really sells us out? Shut up! You believe whatever he says?
The system. Redeem combat abilities to subdue 2 adult men in the shortest time.
Grandmaster Combat Instincts and Skills. Available for a 24-hour trial. Costs 2 special reward points. Confirm?
Confirm. Are you alright? Did they hurt you?
I'm fine. Charles Griffin sent them. To ask about Shoreway and the evidence you have. There's one more outside!
What did you do to my boss?
Drop the knife and save yourself some pain.
I'll kill you!
I'm sorry, I'm late.
You're not. I knew you'd come.
The scene investigation and initial interrogations have verified your story. The money trail and middlemen point very clearly. The department has assigned a team to investigate. We're summoning Charles Griffin for questioning and placing him and his key associates under a travel ban.
Thanks. But Charles Griffin won't leave direct evidence. Summoning him is mostly to apply pressure.
Incoming number routed via multi-layer encryption. Final signal source traces back to Starlight Corporation's top-level secure line.
Hello.
Never thought our first call would be under these circumstances.
President Griffin, you're surprisingly composed.
Mr. Walker, you're a lot more interesting than I thought.
Orchestrating a kidnapping, breaking the law. In your eyes, is that just interesting?
Business is a jungle. Survival of the fittest. Your report didn't just expose a few financial flaws. It threatened Starlight's core strategy for the next decade. Let me tell you, you've cut off a lot of people's money and ruined Starlight's stepping stone to the next level. I'm just curious. Did you even consider the consequences?
I just didn't want a level playing field. To be corrupted by parasites like you.
Naive. Henry Walker, you've got guts. You're capable. And you've got some luck. How about this? Come work for Starlight. I'll offer you a salary and stock options 10 times higher than what you make now. I believe if we join forces, we'll change the rules of the entire industry.
What if I say no?
Then it seems you've chosen another path. You think you can take me down?
Charles Griffin, listen to me carefully. First, I don't need to take you down myself. The authorities and your competitors who are ready to pounce at the smell of blood, they'll finish the job. As for your offshore fund dumping Shoreway bonds and the records of funds transferred to unknown accounts, I've already handed them over to the proper channels. Second, the fatal flaw in your showcase project isn't just Shoreway. To beat the deadline, during the rushed construction and environmental reviews, how many corners did you cut? Did you really think it was flawless? I have those documents ready too. Third, and most importantly, you messed with my people, which means from now on, this is war.
Young man, you've got a lot of nerve.
You have 2 choices right now. First, stop all hostilities immediately. Apologize publicly and pay up. Settle Shoreway's bad debts for good. Second, we go to all-out war. I won't just expose all your dirty deeds to the public, but I will also use all my resources on every business battlefield to fight Starlight to the end. We'll see if Starlight is too big to turn around. or if I'll take you down with me.
Mr. Walker, why do we have to be so harsh? In business disputes, we play for our own teams. As for today, my men did get out of hand. Tell you what, I'll have someone reach out to settle Sherway's remaining issues properly. And for scaring Miss Lane, I'll fully compensate her. I hope we and Sherway can put this behind us. What do you say?
Charles Griffin, you still don't get where you actually lost. You didn't lose because you weren't ruthless enough, or because you didn't have enough money. You lost because you have no bottom line. You thought using kidnapping and cheap threats would solve the problem. You thought wealth and power could cover up all the dirty things you've done, but you're wrong. In this world, there are lines you don't cross. There are people you don't touch. Cross them, touch them, and you will pay a price you can't afford.
But he won't let this go.
I know. Right now, he just needs time to lick his wounds and look for opportunities in the dark. But for now, at least, on the surface, he won't make another move.
Opponent's compromise confirmed. Ultimate mission milestone. Save loved one achieved. Dismantle the mastermind enters the next phase. Evidence collection and legal reckoning.
We have leverage now. The police have stepped in. Next up, we're going to pull him and his filthy network up by the roots.
Here's some water. Have a seat and take your time.
At the time, in the hotel corridor, I was grabbed by two men dressed as maintenance workers. They covered my mouth. And then, officer, I don't think this was just a simple kidnapping for ransom. It was a premeditated corporate crime and physical assault. The target is Horizon Company and myself. This is directly linked to Charles Griffin from Starlight Corporation. I'm willing to fully cooperate with the investigation.
Captain Turner, this might be anomalous financial data linked to the case. I personally believe Charles Griffin ordered the kidnapping just to cover up this chain of commercial bribery and illicit transfers. He was afraid we'd expose it.
Mr. Walker, this evidence you brought is highly valuable. Combined with the statement we just took, it points directly at him. We have officially targeted Charles Griffin for plotting the kidnapping, illegal detention, and potential corporate crimes. A formal investigation has been opened, and we've requested a travel ban to prevent him from fleeing.
If you need our company or me personally to provide any further evidence or help, reach out anytime.
No one escapes justice. If there are any updates, we'll let you know right away.
I'm sorry you went through that.
You're the one who saved me. I know. There's still a tough fight ahead of us. I won't back down. I'll be with you. Until the end.
All right. Together.
Mission Save the Loved One completed. Emotional bond deepened. Legal proceedings against Charles Griffin have been initiated.
The nightmare is over. The real reckoning begins. Charles Griffin, your days are numbered.
President Griffin, the Securities Commission's letter is worded very harshly. They demand before close of business today a written response. The Audit Bureau also wants to step in early. The stock price has crashed. The three major partner banks just issued formal letters. They've frozen all of our unused credit lines, and they demand that all issued loans be reassessed for risk. What?
Charles Griffin, I'm with the City Criminal Investigation Unit. John Turner. You are now suspected of plotting and directing a kidnapping and illegal fundraising. By order of the court, you are under arrest.
Let go of me! I want to see my lawyer! Lawyer!
You can see one, but right now, you must cooperate with our investigation. Furthermore, regarding your cover-up of Sherway Logistics' profit distribution scheme and your bribery of Horizon's VP, Victor Lewis, making him violate regulations, we have already gathered all the evidence on him. Victor Lewis has been taken by the Disciplinary Committee for investigation. Your whole operation is finished.
Taken away? Look at the news! Charles Griffin's been arrested!
Charles is arrested, and Victor Lewis is dragged out too.
Justice may be delayed, but it will not be denied. For the company, and for everyone whose fairness was violated by this whole chain, this brings closure. Victor has fallen. Starlight is crumbling. Behind all of this, how many careers have been altered? How much capital vanished into thin air? And how many unseen costs were paid?
Major external threat detected. Charles Griffin and his network have been judicially dismantled. User's career is detected to be in a stable phase. Core emotional bonds secured. Ultimate mission completion, 100%.
It's finally over.
My mission is initially accomplished. Now releasing final stage options. Option A, unbind the system and claim the ultimate reward. Option B, postpone unbinding. System enters low power companion mode, retaining core logs and emergency interfaces.
Unbind. Claim the ultimate reward. Are you leaving?
Yes. You no longer need to slack off to build wealth, nor do you need missions to drive your growth.
You already possess your very own power, partners, and direction. This system's purpose is now fulfilled.
Ever since the stairwell, when we first met, it's felt like a real yet absurd dream. You gave me courage to fight back, but you also pushed me onto unimaginable battlefields. Linda Fox, Starlight, Charles Griffin, and Olivia Lane.
This system is merely a tool and a catalyst. The user's achievements today fundamentally stem from your own choices, courage, persistence, and growth. System logic confirms. The user has developed the capacity to face future challenges with sufficient ability and mindset.
You're my biggest secret and my best trump card. But you're right. I made it this far on my own. I choose to unbind.
Ultimate command confirmed. Unbinding sequence and reward settlement initiated. This process is irreversible. System countdown initiating.
What's wrong? Is it the company? Another tricky issue?
Not about the company. It's personal. I just made a decision.
Whatever you decide, I'm here for you.
Unbinding progress at 10%. Packaging ultimate reward.
Tomorrow, everything will truly be different.
Unbinding complete. Final confirmation stage. This is our final interaction. You will receive based on all your achievements.
The ultimate reward. Tell me, do you confirm the system unbinding?
Confirm.
Command received. Commencing unbinding. Remember, true power always comes from within. Best of luck.
$100 million. The system's reward. All of this. Is it really mine? I'm the true owner of the company now.
What's wrong? You don't look so good.
What I'm about to tell you, it might sound crazy, but I need you to know it's true.
Tell me.
I recently made some investments and had some unique opportunities. Today, it finally paid off. I received a massive amount of capital, along with Horizon Group's 51% shares. 51%. Absolute controlling interest.
So does this mean...
It means the company is mine. Chairman Jordan is now my partner.
This is just so sudden. Are these funds clean? Will there be any trouble? What about the board and management? Will they accept this? This is practically an earthquake.
The source is absolutely clean. It's legally airtight. I guarantee it 100%.
Then, Chairman Walker, what is your first order?
My first order is you're coming with me to visit Chairman Jordan. This earthquake must be triggered by us proactively and smoothly.
Please sit.
Chairman Jordan, I apologize for coming like this and bringing you this news. Please look at this document.
I figured. From taking down Linda Fox, to standing up to Starlight, and putting Charles Griffin away, I knew you were backed by a very powerful force. I just didn't expect that its ultimate goal was to drag me down from this position.
I have no intention of pushing you out. If it weren't for your recognition and trust, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Spare me the pleasantries. I just have 3 questions for you. First, are the funding and share transfers completely legal? Can they withstand future scrutiny?
Absolutely legal.
Second, did you buy the company to strip its assets? Or do you really want it to succeed?
I want it to be a place that truly respects employees, creates value, and lets good people succeed on their own merits. A real benchmark company.
Third question, how do you plan to handle us old-timers?
I'd like you to serve as honorary chairman for life. Reorganizing the board is inevitable, but for those who have served the company well, I'll make sure to give them a proper exit strategy and the respect they deserve. I won't burn any bridges.
Henry, don't let me down. And don't let the company's thousands of employees down. I called everyone to this emergency meeting to announce a major equity and personnel change. Effective immediately, Henry Walker holds 51% of the company's shares, making him the new chairman and largest shareholder. I will transition to honorary chairman for life.
This is too sudden. We need an explanation.
I legally acquired the controlling stake. The company's direction, everyone's positions and salaries are theoretically up to me. However, I'm not here today to flex my power. Starlight just survived a crisis, but our internal challenges still remain. What I need are partners who will fight alongside me. If you're willing to stay and give it a try with me, I welcome you. But if you have better options, I wish you the best. Today, just one thing. The company, starting today, will pivot to e-commerce. First, we will implement a result-oriented management system. We will cancel all departments' mandatory overtime clock-ins and adopt flexible hours. Your supervisors will work with you to establish clear, quantifiable weekly and monthly goals. You are only responsible for the results. Second, we will strictly ban useless overtime and red tape. Starting today, all routine, pointless evening trainings and evening meetings are entirely canceled. Any arrangements taking up employees' off hours will require dual approval from the VP and me. After work hours, unless there's an emergency. Otherwise, no one is allowed to at everyone in the group chats.
Chairman Walker, what if someone intentionally slacks off, goes MIA, and delays the project?
Good question. That brings me to my third point. Establishing a transparent project dashboard and review mechanism. Everyone's workflow within the system and collaboration processes will be completely transparent within the system. If a goal isn't met, it must be explained during the review meeting. We need to know if it's a lack of knowledge, a bad attitude, or a lack of ability. If it's the former, the company will provide support. If it's the latter, the individual is accountable. I believe that treating adults with the trust and freedom they deserve will result in more creativity and responsibility. If anyone abuses this trust, it simply means they don't belong here.
Flexible hours? Am I dreaming?
The best part is banning useless overtime. Look, direct supervisors can't give negative reviews for clocking out on time. This is hardcore.
Don't celebrate just yet. Let's see if they actually enforce it.
Chairman Walker, Chairman, I was wrong. I was completely out of my mind before. I'm a terrible person. Back then, I helped Linda Fox give you a hard time. Then I tried to suck up to you. I also helped Sophia Reed spread rumors. I was such a jerk. I beg you, please, considering my dedication to the company all these years, please give me a second chance. I really can't lose this job. I have a mortgage, a car loan, and kids in school. Mr. Walker, I'm begging you. From now on, I will work like a dog. I'll be completely loyal.
Do you remember what the first new rule is?
The first rule?
Take responsibility for the result. The outcome of all your past choices is you standing here begging me today.
Yes. I'll take responsibility. I'll do whatever it takes.
The admin department needs a tech coordinator. You'll handle office supplies and meeting support. Tomorrow, report there. Your salary will be adjusted to that level.
Thank you, Mr. Walker. I will work hard.
This isn't forgiveness. It's your last chance. Start from scratch. Use results to prove you belong here. If you pull your old tricks or fail to do even this job right, then you can just walk away.
Got it. Thank you, Chairman Walker.
Hard to believe she's doing this now. She looks so much older.
Charles Griffin's case implicated a lot of people. She didn't go to jail. In this industry, she is completely done. Plus what happened before, no legitimate company will ever hire her.
Didn't you feel anything just now?
If it were half a year ago, maybe, I would feel really satisfied. But now, I just feel like it's from another world. She chose her own path, so she has to accept all the bumps along the way. That's all.
True. When she looks at you now, she probably feels 1,000,000 times more complicated than you do.
So, why look back? The tea is getting cold. This afternoon, come meet my mom with me.
Okay.
Mom, why didn't you wait for me to pack?
It's fine.
Mom, this is my girlfriend, Olivia. This is my mom.
Nice to meet you. I'm Olivia. Nice to meet you too. Hank, tell me the truth. That house, did you take out a mortgage? Is the interest rate high?
Mom, I paid in full with my own money. Ask Olivia if you don't believe me.
It's true. Henry is now the backbone of his company. That's good.
I'm just worried you're working too hard.
Mom, let's head home.
Let me take that. Thank you.
Mom, I'll take the bags inside first.
Such a big house. And just for me. It's way too much. This boy. He put so much thought into this.
Mrs. Walker, I'll come over for meals every day. Please don't get sick of me.
Of course. You can come every day.
The supply chain still needs refining. I'll handle it first thing tomorrow. Let's put that aside.
Come with me. To the tech department's old office area.
Now? Everyone should be off work by now.
I just want to see it.
All right, let's go.
This is where I first earned the Slacker Fund. $500.
So the very next day, I had the guts to reject Ms. Fox's demand to buy her coffee.
It was also right here that you first handed me a coffee, saying, "That was awesome." In the break room, you told me. Miss Fox was looking into my background. Right then, I thought, this girl is not only beautiful, but also sincere and brave.
At the time, I just thought, this guy is finally standing up for himself. It was great.
In my life, at every critical juncture, you were there. You've seen me at my lowest, and you've stood with me at the highest peaks. You aren't a reward for my success. You are one of the reasons I'm able to stand here today. No flowers, no crowds, no music. Just right here, the place where we first met. Will you marry me? Olivia, not marrying some comeback hero, nor the chairman, but marrying the man standing right in front of you, Henry Walker. I will cherish you like the most precious opportunity in my life. Will you marry me?
You know what? When I gave you that coffee here, I just felt this guy was different. I only hope it will always be you.
The system gave me the chance to change my fate, but you are my courage to face all the challenges ahead.
Mr. Walker, Ms. Lane, please face each other.
Olivia, I promise. In the days ahead, just like the first time, we stood together, to be sincere, open, and rely on each other. I will give you all my respect, trust, and company.
I promise. I will. Just like every time you said, leave it to me, believe in you. And like every time you needed support, I will stand by your side. I'll be your forever home and your partner.
Now, you may kiss your bride. Seeing you two, it's wonderful. With you in charge, I'm fully at ease.
Thanks, Chairman Jordan.
Chairman Walker, Olivia, wishing you endless happiness.
Thanks. Have a seat. Seems like giving time back to life really does bring happiness.
Dear in-laws, leaving our Hank in your Liv's hands puts my mind completely at ease. Please welcome the chairman of Horizon Group, Mr. Walker.
Standing up here, first of all, I have a confession to make. Actually, I used to be a master slacker. But my slacking wasn't about being lazy. It was about when others were heads down rushing their tasks, looking up and wondering, why do we use busyness to define value? Why do those who work the most overtime end up so easily losing control over their own work? So, here at our company, I implemented what the outside world calls the most reckless policies ever. Flexible hours, no clocking in, and zero pointless overtime. The core of this slacker philosophy is actually very simple. It's returning the control of time to those who truly create value, trusting that adults can manage their own goals, and then using our policies to guarantee them the time for deep work, completely cutting out the red tape that drains passion.
To be honest, you did everything I didn't dare do back then.
You gave me the chance to try.
You walked this path on your own. Just watch. Starting today, more companies will start questioning the busyness they're so used to.
Keep it up! How did I do?
I just shared our true thoughts. Actually, the innovation I appreciate most is from years ago, when that receptionist would always step in to bring me coffee.
That's just because your slacking was unique. Worth the investment. Time really flies. This time last year, I was still fighting with Linda.
Right here, actually. You told me to be careful.
Hi, Mr. Walker, Olivia.
Heading out? Get some rest early.
We finished our tasks today. Going to play ball. The time everyone gets off work is totally different now. At this time before, half the building would still be lit. Sometimes it feels like a dream. Over the past year, the company has run smoother than we ever imagined. I got the industry report recently. Our talent attraction and innovation index are ranked at the top.
We made it work, thanks to everyone who believed in the new rules and created new value. And you.
Me? What did I do?
You are my most important anchor to reality. System. If you can still hear me, thank you for the head start. But look, without you, we're still doing just fine. Freedom isn't just doing whatever you want. It's having the ability to create a new environment so that more people can find their own rhythm and value. A decent job, a peaceful life.
Is this the legacy you want to leave behind?
You could say that. From an ordinary worker, suffocated by life's pressures, to right now, becoming the one making the rules. I want to prove that some things are actually possible.